the Untitled Podcast. Interesting characters and real stories. Brought to you by Tom McCoy. Let's meet today's guest.
Well, my name's Mia. I'm Tom's cousin. We're currently in the south of France. It's a beautiful view. Is of Nice. I've just moved here actually to play football for Monaco United, and yeah, Tom's come to pay me a visit.
Yep.
Have a good chat. I'm excited to get into it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, on y va. I'm ready.
That's right, everyone. I'm launching a podcast. Across multiple episodes with Mia, we're going to be talking about football, family, solo travelling, and so much more. I can't think of many locations better than overlooking the city of Nice for the first episode, and there's no one that I'd rather have as my first guest. As you can see by these clips, Mia is a hell of a talent on the football field, which is a lot more than just that. Mia is perhaps the coolest person that I know. She's done so many cool things at such a young age and has a lot of unique perspectives that I think you're all going to find really interesting to listen to. Mia's had some pretty crazy experiences whilst travelling and in her life in general. We're going to be talking about the ups, the downs, the scariest moments, and so much more. She's also got a channel of her own where she's vlogged some of her solo travels, which I'd highly recommend just checking out. I feel like even if I did 100 episodes with Mia, I'd still have so much more to discuss with her. So she's going to be a recurring guest as the podcast continues to grow. This podcast is all about highlighting interesting people like Mia and giving them a platform to tell their stories. So if you'd just like to explain who you are, what you're all about, and where you come from.
Well, my name's Mia. I'm Tom's cousin. We're currently in the south of France. It's a beautiful view. Is of Nice. I've just moved here actually to play football for Monaco United, and yeah, Tom's come to pay me a visit.
Yeah.
Have a good chat. I'm excited to get into it.
I'm excited as well. So obviously this is the first episode of the podcast.
Gosh.
Obviously I don't think the view will be this nice because I'm not staying in Nice too long. So it might be a little bit of a downgrade for the next one. Got some little questions for Mia, sort of would you rather / this or that sort of setup. Got 9 of them, so quick fire.
I like 9, it's a good number.
Yeah, and obviously we'll expand on some of them. It's not just going to all be quick fire, but we'll get into the first one, which is French food or English food?
English food.
Why?
I just think bangers and mash. I think a roast dinner. I think shepherd's pie, mince and dumplings. Just the big like Cumberland sausage. Just like the heartiness and the warmth of it.
Fish and chips?
Fish and chips. Come on.
Yeah. People say we've got no cuisine.
People say we've got no cuisine, but they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, bullshit.
I really don't know what they're talking about.
Right, next one. Sunderland or Manchester? Not in terms of football clubs. She used to live in Sunderland, and obviously that's where we're from, and went to uni in Manchester. Lived there for 2 years?
Yeah, 3.
3. I thought it was 2. Did you not come back?
But I was like in Manchester every week.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
I get you. So Sunderland or Manchester as a place to live?
Manchester.
Really?
Yeah.
Just busier?
More to do, more things, more people.
Yeah.
More open-minded.
What about
more
Newcastle?
Creative.
Have you spent much time in Newcastle?
I've spent enough time in Newcastle to kind of know the vibe.
Yeah.
I'd say Manchester.
For like the city of Newcastle or Sunderland?
Sunderland.
Really?
Yeah.
I disagree.
Fair enough.
I just think there's more going on in Newcastle.
There is definitely more going on in Newcastle, but I'm just staying loyal to Sunderland.
Yeah.
And like Newcastle's fine, but my fondest memories of the Northeast are in Sunderland.
Yeah.
And if I had to live in Sunderland or Newcastle, I'd probably just firm it and go Sunderland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have a worse time, but just stay loyal to the boys. Right, so next up we've got living alone or with people. Obviously you're living alone right now, but
I would say if you can live with good people, there's nothing better. There's nothing better than living with your mates. They don't even have to be best friends, but if you're living with people you can get along with, you can come home from a hard day and chat to and like unwind with and have fun with and cook meals together. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh,
think there's two cats fighting down there.
I think so. Oh my god.
I've seen one of them. I don't know what the other creature was. Probably another cat.
Another creature. What was the question?
Living alone or
Living
with
alone.
people.
Yeah, so living with good people, there's nothing better, especially when you're young. Living alone has its different benefits.
Mm-hmm.
You have so much more time to yourself to think, and thinking's very important, and not enough people think.
Reflection.
Yeah, but like deep thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're alone.
Yeah.
There's no one distracting you. There's no one putting on a TV show. There's no one in the kitchen making their dinner.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just you alone, and you get to decide exactly how you spend your time. And if you make the most of it, I think that can be very beneficial.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose, I would say living with people, but good people.
Yeah. Do you think it's easier to waste time when you're on your own?
No.
Doom scrolling.
I think it's easier to waste time surrounded by people.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember living in house shares and stuff. I come home and sometimes I'm like, right, I need to do this when I get home. And then it's like, there's someone in the living room, so you stop and have a quick chat. And then someone in the kitchen, you stop and have a quick chat.
Yeah.
And then by the end of like, there's some group organisation to have a food and like watch a movie together. And you don't want to miss out because...
Would you see that as like definitely wasting time though? Because I think you could argue like if you're socialising, then it's not like a direct waste of time.
I agree, but if you've got something to do,
yeah,
and you're not doing it because you're socialising,
mm-hmm.
then it's a waste of time.
I'm just thinking like obviously it's probably easier to like doom scroll when you're on your own.
Yeah, but I mean you can very easily not.
Yeah. Right, next one. Header or weak foot goal?
Weak foot.
Really?
Yeah.
If you're on FIFA, which you're not yet,
Which I'm not yet.
what star weak foot would you give yourself out of 5?
Ooh. Honestly, currently, I'll be honest. I'll say I back my weak foot. I back my left foot actually,
Yeah.
but I'd say 3.
3, solid.
Sometimes in training, I find like if we're just doing shots, especially from outside the box, my left foot, I just hit it like sometimes nicer than my right because I think I'm just more relaxed and like thinking about it less.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely to be improved upon.
Yeah, my weak foot is absolutely terrible.
Is it?
You can't get 0-star weak foot, but if I was a player, I'd fancy my chances to get 0. So why not header? You're a tall lass. I thought you'd say header.
There's just something so satisfying about connecting with the ball on the foot, and it's just like perfect and clean and just like, and it just like you're not putting power on it. It's just all in the technique, all in the placement. There's just nothing more satisfying than that.
Yeah. I was an absolute header merchant, centre back, just corners.
Yeah.
If I didn't have that, then I'd have had nothing.
Yeah, that is.
So going back to the living alone or with people, do you think sometimes, have you ever lived with like your best friend?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that like? Did it cause any eruptions? Yeah.
Not directly. I feel like ruptions happen in relationships, friendships, anyways. So there was, of course, ruptions in the friendship, but was that
a direct correlation? Yeah,
I'm not too sure, but living with my best friend was incredible. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
But it's quite an intense experience, I would say, especially as a female.
Yeah.
Having like 2 girls having a friendship, I think it's very emotional, especially as a female. So it was quite intense, but definitely extremely enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like sometimes like you're more excited to see someone if you haven't seen them in a while. So if you're living with them all the time, you can get a bit like the spark of excitement is gone a little bit.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're not really like doing as much with them. Do you know what I mean? You're spending more time with them,
but doing less.
But yeah,
I'd say I did more.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Because it's like you cook dinner together, you watch movies together, you do your uni work together, or you do the shopping together, and you get ready together. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just turns into like everything is together, which is nice, but also depends.
Yeah. Maybe that would be nice for you as well, because obviously, like, you've got your half brother as well, who's a lot younger than you. But like growing up, you didn't really have like a sibling. Like me and Ed was sort of like Ed, But maybe that was nice for you to just sort of have that sort of
100%.
Sibling connection,
like in the home, like companionship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you. I feel like you and your mum have quite like not a siblingy relationship, but quite like
Well, people often tell us that we're sisters.
Yeah.
Or that they're sisters.
they tell you.
These are sisters.
Right, so next one, a bit of a religious one.
Come on then. My favourite.
Faith or reason?
Definitely faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
1,000,000%. Can I say why?
Yeah.
Because reason
Mhm.
is like based on the intellect.
Yeah.
Which is obviously in man. Faith, it just points to something beyond
Yeah.
humans.
Mhm.
It's like transcendent.
Yeah.
And that's why it's far more radical than reason
Mhm.
to have faith, and to live in faith is far more radical.
Yeah. I feel like that's my favourite like part of religion. Like I wouldn't say I'm on board with like every single part of it. I mean, obviously there's so many different religions,
Yeah,
but
and there's so many different theologies within each religion as well.
True, but I quite like the idea that like of religion being about accepting that you need help and you can't do everything on your own. You're never gonna be perfect. So you sort of just like accept that and take in the glory of God.
Yeah. I think religion, people often like to think of it as like, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Buddhist, and it's like a destination. But it's all religion is just like a path. So
what do you mean? What do you mean a destination sort of?
So it's like I'm a Christian, I'm saved,
Mhm.
I'm going to heaven.
Yeah.
Or it's like I'm Muslim, so like, and it's finished there.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like religion's, it's like an everlasting path. Like you never get off it, and there's no destination to reach.
Yeah.
Really. So that's why we can never be perfect, which I think is true of what you said.
It's not like a straight line either. Like something bad might happen in your life, you lose faith.
Nothing's straight.
No.
Nothing's straightforward. Definitely not religion.
Yeah. So why not reason? I feel like as the world becomes older and wiser, reason sort of is taking over faith. Would you agree with that? I feel like people like obviously with science, people sort of use that as a sort of going against religion.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I think we're getting more. Everyone's obsessed with logic now.
Yeah.
And like the algorithm, and like the whole technology, science, very objective view of like viewing the world.
Yeah.
But I think it's limiting because it's objective, and because it's looking at the world, which is it's not immortal.
Yeah.
Like this world is going to die. We're going to die. The thing you're looking at is going to die.
Yeah.
But with faith, it's everlasting, and it puts you in a different sort of ontology, which I think gives you more power.
Do you think with logic as well, if everyone uses, as you said, like looking at the world and sort of that's what gives you your answer to like why we're here, do you think if everyone looks at it like that, everyone's going to sort of arrive at the same judgment? And do you think that sort of takes away the magic of faith?
I don't think so. I feel like everyone could look at the world and take something totally different.
Yeah.
And I think people do that. That's why there's so much friction right now.
Yeah.
I mean, as there always has been and probably always will be, because people have different perspectives and they view things differently and they want to take things in a different way. But no, I think logic just makes things a bit more sterile. It takes the magic out of life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sort of like if everyone's like, science is quite mathematical in terms of like, look at something, find the cause of it, and that's the answer.
Yeah.
But I think faith just sort of leaves you more, it probably gives more questions than answers, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah. And I think also with the logic and reason, that's a very masculine framework of how I view the world. Reason is certainly like a masculine trait, so
yeah,
there needs to be more balance between the two.
Yeah.
Because when there's a dominance of one over the other, things go sour.
Yeah.
I would say. And we just miss out. It becomes inefficient.
Yeah. You need the yin and yang.
You do need the yin and the yang. And if you just have all yin and no yang, then you're restricting yourself from progress, from seeing the world for how it could be, how it truly is.
Yeah. Okay, so next one, controversial. I know you like both of these things. Coffee or wine?
Coffee.
Why?
Well, I feel like being alert, concentrated, versus being drunk.
Yeah.
You know, the effects of coffee are better than the effects of
Enlightenment.
wine. Yeah. I mean, I feel like wine is great.
Yeah.
And I want to keep drinking wine as much as I want to keep drinking coffee.
Yeah.
But if I just look at my life as a whole, do I want to be a wine drinker or a coffee drinker? I'd say coffee.
Yeah. Do you just drink red? You were drinking it last night.
I drink red, I drink white.
Rosé?
Rosé, no.
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 Opposite for me. I love a
You're
bit of
just in the
rosé.
rosé.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just gives me in a field, Eggo Falls. It's too fruity. I don't like sweet wine. I really like a dry,
See,
I like a winey wine.
I hate dry wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm an Echo Falls merchant.
Yeah. See that.
Yeah. What about just purely on the taste, coffee versus wine? You've sort of went into what it does for you in your life.
Okay, if we forget about the effects, I would say wine.
Okay.
Because wine, it's more complex, it's more interesting.
Yeah.
There's more things to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's got a deeper story, I would say, behind wine, and yeah.
Would you say you're more of a coffee or a wine snob? You get snobbery in both fields.
I'm more of a wine snob.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'll drink any coffee, and I don't really care. I'm a bit of a coffee snob in France.
You say that. I've seen you in cafes, and
I'm like judging.
Every time I think you've went somewhere and got a coffee when I've been there, you've complained about it.
Probably.
To be fair,
I'm just a snob overall, but I'd say more of a wine snob.
Yeah, it was in the Sky Lounge where you took one of them.
Oh, yeah.
So,
but I mean, I'm definitely a coffee snob in France because the French don't know how to make good coffee. They
really?
can do
I thought it was supposed to be. I thought they were supposed to be like really good at it.
They're not good at it. They just drink espresso a lot.
Right.
So people think that's like, oh, France coffee. Yeah. It's like, not really. It's like they just drink espresso, which I love. But when it comes to adding anything else, any milk, like just any other version of coffee other than an espresso, it just goes really bad.
Fair enough.
There's no concept of like, don't burn the milk. It needs to be smooth. There's just...
Because it's sort of just wet it all in there. It's just...
And I pay like $4.50 for a flat white. And I'm like, bruv, it's almost undrinkable.
Yeah. What is your go-to coffee? Is it a flat white?
If I'm in a nice cafe and I'm like reading or like doing a bit of work, I'm going flat white. Yeah. If it's hot as fuck, I'm going espresso.
Yeah. Just get it down, yeah.
Just get it down.
Get the effects.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one, football related.
Okay.
I feel like I already know your answer to this.
Come on then.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not even a debate. It's Ronaldo.
Why? In terms of, is that on ability or just who you prefer?
I think both. As a player and as just a guy.
Yeah.
I'm saying Ronaldo. I love his ego.
Yeah.
And I mean, the level that he's played at for so long, and the fact he's maintained such like an elite level of performance across all the different leagues and all the different clubs, under all the different managers, all these different environments, different languages, everything is insane.
So you think Messi sort of just being comfortable?
He was just sat in his comfort zone. Do you know what I mean? Nothing changed, and then he just went to America.
Yeah.
And I feel like if Messi was stood in front of us, would I want to have a conversation with him? Probably not.
Yeah.
But
I don't think he speaks English or French.
If I could speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Argentinian.
The Argentinian speaks Spanish.
Yeah. I just feel like Ronaldo's far more interesting as a whole.
Yeah.
And he's more attractive. Which helps.
Yeah. Have you watched many Ronaldo interviews?
I've seen clips.
Like Piers Morgan.
I've seen clips of Piers Morgan. Yeah. But I've never sat and watched a full one.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Piers Morgan?
I think he's a great rage baiter, which is why he's successful.
Yeah.
And why people don't like him. But like, I think with all these characters that are a bit controversial, I'm like, I feel like they know what they're doing, and they're doing it on purpose. It's all about attention now. So, I mean, I just rate his hustle.
Yeah,
more than
I
anything.
quite like him.
Do you know what I mean?
I feel like
He's sometimes, he
probably
can be a
the
twat,
dick,
but
yeah.
like, you know what? Most people are twats, actually.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and I feel like if you met him in real life, had a conversation,
I think he'd be sound.
nice.
Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's just his job, man.
yeah. I feel he's good at what he does as well.
Yeah. Like sometimes I put in like a 2-foot crunch,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like on the field. Some people might be like, "Oh, she's a twat." Like, look at her going around.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's just the work.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
I get you. So next, football related again. So would you rather score but your team loses, or win the game but you haven't scored?
Win the game.
Really?
Yeah, I'm winning the game.
Yeah.
I'm a team player.
Yeah. You're a striker though.
I'm a striker, but like, I'm a striker in a team.
Mm-hmm.
If my team doesn't win, I'm not happy.
Would that change given the current situation you're in? So she plays for a team who had the first game in the league the other day. 24, was it 24, 25?
25.
25-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't keep the clean sheet, which is
Didn't keep a clean sheet.
pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
Did you face many shots?
No. Like 2.
2.
Yeah.
The keeper let one in.
Yeah.
Was it a good goal?
No.
Really?
I wouldn't say so.
No. I kind of forgot what we were talking about. Oh, yeah. Right. So would that change given the situation you're currently in, battering teams, and you're sort of trying to prove yourself that you should be a consistent starter?
Okay, I'm trying to prove myself. Yeah, then I'd probably... It depends if it's like... It depends on the context. If this is like a random league game, it's not really relevant.
And you're already going to win the league.
I'll take the goals.
Yeah.
But if it's like any important game, like you just...
Yeah, get the win.
Just get the win.
Yeah.
The win is important.
Yeah. So it just depends on the context, really.
Yeah. Because like if you're on the score sheet, but you're a loser.
Yeah.
No one wants to be a loser, do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. Like Mbappe scored a hat-trick in the World Cup final, but still lost.
And he's still a loser.
Yeah. Did you watch that game?
Yeah, I did.
So good.
Yeah,
That's I think that's my favourite ever game.
Yeah, fast.
Insane.
That's valid.
Yeah. I don't like Messi though. I'm Ronaldo over Messi as well. So I wasn't too happy that he won.
I'm even Mbappe over Messi.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like, would you say Messi is more like Ronaldo? I mean, no. Would you say Mbappe is more like Messi or Ronaldo?
Probably more like Ronaldo.
Yeah.
His style.
Mm-hmm. What about in terms of, do you think he's got the ego?
I don't think anyone has the ego of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But at the same time, no one has done what Ronaldo has done.
He sort of earned it. If anyone else acted like him, you'd be like...
Yeah, I mean, if Mbappe continues to dominate and then at the end of his career he's surpassed, maybe the ego will just come with that.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone's got a bigger ego than Ronaldo. And actually, it's not that an ego is bad. I think an ego is quite good. And people always hate him for like not being humble. And I think given his life, he's far more humble than most people would be if they were put in his situation. Like really, if this was your life and you'd done all this, that was your wife, this is your house, these are all your cars, whatever.
Like 6 kids or whatever he's got.
Like you would not be as humble as he is. Like people need to give him more credit for being humble.
Yeah, true. I feel like people just sort of like see he's gone on Piers Morgan and 95% of the interview he's been like, you agree with stuff he says, but clips get taken out of context.
Yeah, they do.
And sort of, you could sort of point out little clips and be like, you're a knob for saying that. But if you listen to the whole thing, then you might have a different opinion.
That's true.
Yeah.
I agree.
I feel like that's very like relevant in the world today as well.
Clipping is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's turning the world crazy because it's so reactive. Because you can just take a little bit and everyone just jumps on it.
Yeah.
One tiny slither of a conversation or an exchange or an event.
Yeah.
And it becomes the whole scene rather than just a side piece or part of a greater picture.
Yeah.
It's quite dangerous.
Yeah. I feel like people don't have like the patience as well to sort of give people a chance. They're just sort of like first impression, that's the first thing you've seen, and then it's like almost impossible to change their mind on someone.
I agree. I also think people make up their minds about people before knowing or without even wanting to know.
Yeah.
If it's like someone, a figure, is associated with a certain crowd or on a certain side of a certain spectrum, that doesn't align with their own, or what they think their own is, based on people around them or whatever, they'll just be like, no.
Yeah.
And it's like, you need to open your mind and like think.
Yeah. I feel like
think.
Especially like in politics.
Yeah.
That's probably as relevant.
I agree.
Yeah. Right. So, last question. We sort of touched upon this last night. I asked you if there was one country that you had to live in forever and you could never go to another country, where would you go? England. It was England. So I pose this question to you now. Never go back to England or never leave. So that sort of changes the question, because you're not just stuck in one country. You can go anywhere in the world other than the UK. Well, let's say just England. You can still go to Ireland, Scotland, wherever.
Okay.
Or
never leave England. Yeah. That's it. Live in other countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where's your favourite place that you've been to? Obviously, France is like where you've lived the most.
France is where I've lived the most, but it's not my favourite. I have favourites for like different kind of things.
Different reasons.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Overall. Or maybe a city.
A city.
It doesn't necessarily, because I feel like
if you're asking me about a city, I'm saying Manchester.
Really?
Even though I've been like Paris, Berlin, London, like other cities that exist.
Yeah.
Just Manchester.
Would you say that would change? Like, let's say you went to uni in Liverpool or Leeds. Do you think that would be your favourite place? Just because you've sort of got the memories there?
I don't think so.
No.
I think objectively, with reason and logic, Manchester is a better city than those two by far.
Yeah.
And better than London, I would say.
Yeah. Best place in the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. So, back to the question. Favorite country.
It's so difficult. It's so difficult. I'm torn between saying like Norway, Greece.
Two ends of the spectrum.
Like so different. And then like England, I want to say England. England beats France. For sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Is there anything that the French are better at? Hands down.
The French are better at weather.
Yeah.
The French are better at weather. They are better at... I'm not going to say food.
Certain food? Pastries? Bread?
I just love saucisson.
Is that
the raw meat?
Yeah, the dried sausage.
I love the raw meat and cheese thing. And I like the proper a bakery.
Yeah.
Like individual, there's certainly more small businesses around here than the UK. The UK is more commercialised, more American, I would say.
Yeah.
France has a lot of charm because of the small businesses.
Would you say they've got more like a culture of wanting people to succeed? Because we don't have that in the UK compared to like America.
Here... No, I would say it was kind of the same as England. In that feeling. I think America's quite unique in that. But that's kind of built off
the American dream.
The American dream and how the country came to be. Do you know what I mean? It was built off of that ideology. So
yeah. I think Canada's quite similar as well.
Yeah, I would say so.
I really want to go to Canada.
You should.
I just feel like it's like the better America. Do you know what I mean? It's got like the positives. Not all the positives, but it's got a lot of the positives of America without some of the downsides.
Like what?
Just like...
Guns,
yeah. I feel like...
I wouldn't mind. I think I'd quite like the experience. Should we wait?
What's that?
Yeah.
For the night or the day view?
The night.
The night. I think I prefer the day.
The day.
Well, I haven't properly like looked at it from the night perspective. I just feel like it's more like unique. Like a lot of places look cool on a night,
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? But I feel like it'd be hard to get a view as good as that. Like
This is a very
during the
good
day.
view, and I'm going to be sad to move away from it,
Yeah.
but still have you.
Have you been to the house that you're moving to?
Yeah. No view.
No view at all.
Just like other houses.
Why moving again?
Be closer to football. I don't really like Nice.
Yeah.
Cheaper.
Mm.
Just, it's more convenient for me to be there.
How long does it take you right now
To get a
to
football?
go to football? Yeah.
1 hour.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
driving.
drive.
Yeah.
And from the new place is 15 minutes.
Yeah. Driving again. Yeah.
This is quite good.
Do you like a drive?
I do.
Yeah. Long or short?
I like a long drive.
Yeah.
But if I can do a long drive on nice roads forever, but the route getting from here to football, it's just like motorway traffic, like just stuck, like going bit by bit.
Yeah, I hate that.
Doing it every day, it just drives me insane. So
yeah, because you just can't like switch your brain off at all.
no.
Yeah, I like a 3 hour. I feel like after 3 hour, I'm sort of like, I want to leave the car.
You want to leave the car?
Do you know what I mean?
The longest amount of driving I've done non-stop recently was like 8 hours.
Really?
I drove from here to Narbonne in southwest of France.
What, you didn't stop at all? Or like, no.
Just drove.
Not even for like the toilet or
No.
coffee? No.
Just drove.
Yeah. I feel like, to be fair, I'd rather just like, I mean, maybe 8 hours I would have a pit stop.
Honestly, it went by so fast.
Yeah.
And I was on, the reason it took me so long was because, so in France, this is something else that's weird. You have to pay to use the motorway. So for even like a 4-hour journey, the motorway fees would be like €60, which is a lot.
So the longer you're on there, the more you pay?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's actually quite expensive. And it's like, that's a whole tank of fuel. That's insane. Why am I paying €60 to drive on a road? I'm already paying tax.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take the smaller routes.
Yeah.
But that obviously like makes it so much longer, but it's so much more beautiful.
Yeah. So that's what you did.
Yeah, so I took the long scenic route.
Yeah.
So it was nice. I'm on all these roads like this in my new car, so it just went fast. And I was prepared in the car. I had snacks, water.
Yeah. How long would it have took you if you went on the motorway?
Yeah, like 4 hours.
4 hours.
So I doubled the time.
Yeah. So what's that? 60 divided by 4. 15? Yeah. 15. Quick maths.
Quick maths.
Yeah.
I wasn't even trying in my head. I was like, just leave that up to you.
Yeah. So you just didn't think it was worth it, or did you want just a nice scenic?
I just wanted a scenic route.
Yeah.
And also I was like, I'm already gonna be using like a full tank of fuel there and back, at least.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll save 60 quid. I don't really. But then I was thinking, I was like, is the extra 4 hours of driving? Is that not like £60, €60 of fuel? But I don't think it was.
No.
I mean, I hope it wasn't.
You'd have had a bit of a stinker.
Yeah, I'll have a proper stinker. But,
yeah. What do you do when you're on a long journey? Music or podcast? Or sometimes I'll just call a friend and have a
little chat.
Yeah.
I like a chat on a drive. That's, But I'd say music, especially when it's dark. And then I like a podcast as well, but not just any podcast. I'd have to be in the mood for a specific podcast.
Yeah.
I can't just listen to random people talking about random things.
Yeah.
I'd have to be like, no, I'd have to be like, okay, I want to know about this, or I want to hear this person in particular speak who I like.
Yeah.
But other than that, sometimes I like it silent as well.
Yeah. I never drive in silence.
Really?
Yeah.
You should.
I feel like that's quite bad. Yeah.
You should.
Yeah. Just gives you more time
You
to
just
think
think
deeply.
you're in like an imagination world.
Yeah. See, I feel like I can think quite well even if I'm listening to music. I'll get a lot of ideas in my head.
Yeah, I think music can help thinking because it can bring up certain emotions, which can fuel the imagination.
Yeah.
But I think silence is also good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should
give it a try.
Do a bit of both.
I feel like when I started, like when I just passed my test, I feel like then I probably drove more like in silence. If it was just like a quick journey, that sort of. But now I've got like CarPlay. I feel like it's so much easier to just like have always something on in the background.
Yeah.
But before it was just faff on. I'd have to plug my phone in and blah de blah.
Yeah.
It always disconnected as well. It
Yeah.
was a shit car. Right, where were we?
Where were we?
I think that's the end of that.
That's the end of that bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Phase 2.
Yeah. Biggest lesson that you've learned whilst living out here, or just solo traveling in general,
Biggest lesson.
or multiple lessons. It doesn't just have to be one.
Okay.
What's some things that you've learned?
Something that I've learned. You need to act fast. You need to do things. So basically, hesitation is just death. Hesitation, you need to avoid it at all costs. Even if it's things like booking tickets or like needing to be somewhere, needing to do something, needing to be prepared for a certain event.
Yeah.
If as soon as the idea comes to your mind, you just have to do it.
I feel like that's one of the biggest things that I struggle with.
Yeah, especially when you're alone and you're out traveling, you've got to think about so many things at once.
Yeah, there's no one else there to remind you.
There's no one there to remind you. There's no one there prodding you with a stick. Your mum's not there. So it's like as soon as things come into your head, you need to act on them. Otherwise, they're just going to disappear, and you're going to be left stranded.
Is that something that you struggled with at the start as well, or have you always been?
I think I've always been pretty on it.
Yeah.
I think inspired action is the most important thing. That's kind of more the general life. As soon as you get some idea, you just need to act on it in whatever way you can.
Speed is king.
But it's just speed, yeah, but also just doing it. You just have to do something.
Yeah.
Like so many people don't do anything. You have to just do something, even if it seems irrelevant and small.
Yeah.
You can only ever build momentum by action. So.
Why do you think people sort of don't take action? Just scared?
Yeah, fear, limiting beliefs.
Laziness?
People wouldn't say that. Maybe
about themselves?
About themselves. I think people would say, fear, but I think for some people it will be laziness.
Yeah.
But I think mainly it's fear.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Of what? Failure? Being laughed at?
Trying to do something different.
Yeah.
Taking a different path in life, because then sometimes I think people think that doing something different undermines everything you've already done, or it undermines in some way who you think you are in this world, or who other people perceive you as. And they don't want to kind of lose a grip on that. But another thing is you need to be alone. You need to be very comfortable being on your own.
Yeah.
And because people can be on their own and survive, but then there's being on your own and thriving.
Yeah.
Correct. Good word. Which does take practice, because being on your own, especially for extended periods of time, you just go a bit crazy. You can very much just get in random thought prisons of craziness. But learning how to be alone and stay afloat and keep a clear head, is very important. And being able to be entertained by yourself, and not always seeking other people for excitement or stimulation or whatever it is.
I feel like I used to be much better at spending time on my own than I am now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's got worse?
I feel like I didn't really used to value. I had mates, but I didn't really value having a lot of friends or knowing a lot of people. I was sort of just happy with the relationships that I already had and sort of preserving them, but not looking to really expand my circle, which I feel like I'm sort of seeing the value of that now. But then the downside of that is sort of the more that I spend time with different people all the time, I sort of lose that. I sort of I'm not scared of spending time on my own, but I'd prefer to spend time with other people, even if I'm not doing anything. Do you know what I mean? I'd just rather be with someone.
Be with someone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really nice to be with people, especially if they're people that you love, your friends or your family or whoever. Yeah. But I think you gotta have both. And being alone, you really need to go alone, be actually alone.
Yeah.
Go head first into the loneliness.
Yeah. Embrace it.
Embrace it.
Yeah. So, any other big lessons that you've learned?
I think you mentioned something which I think is also really important, which is like expanding your circle.
Mm-hmm.
Not just of friends, but just expanding your circle in everything in life.
Yeah.
You just have to expand,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what growth is. And picking up new experiences leads to new perspectives, which lead to new ideas, lead to new paths, new success.
Yeah.
Maybe new failures, but that's all okay, because at the end of the day, what's important is just experiencing things.
Yeah.
And you need to experience a wide range of things as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So you become knowledgeable. So you become a man of the world. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the biggest benefit to that is having a perspective that's really flexible.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't just view things in one way. You're able to view things in one way and then come at another angle, come at.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really big advantage.
Yeah, because one mindset isn't going to solve all problems that you
Absolutely
face.
not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And connecting with people is very important. Even small, what you may think are brief and irrelevant encounters can actually be quite impactful.
Mm-hmm.
So if people are open to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you have to lead that.
Yeah.
And don't be scared to do it. And even if people reject you, that's also fine. Don't be scared of the rejection, and don't let the idea of rejection keep you away from the acceptance.
Yeah. Sort of touched upon it yesterday as well, sort of different relationships with people are there to serve different purposes. My mum
100%.
says different friends for different reasons.
Yeah, it's true. Different people for different reasons. And you can cherry pick people in your life, and you don't have to be super judgmental, but you definitely should cherry pick people who you have in your life. But people can also definitely be there for different reasons. Not all of your relationships, but your friendships have to, all get along in a big group and all be the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably a bad idea, because you end up in like an echo chamber.
Yeah, it's all the same sort of person.
All the same.
Not getting any new perspectives.
Yeah, exactly. So if you can create like a really diverse portfolio of friends, I think that'll really be beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
I found it to be.
So, next question: scariest moment whilst living abroad? You obviously had a couple of crazy things, living on the beach a lot of the time.
The scariest. See, I don't really get scared of being out here on my own.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say my biggest fear, or like the thing I've been most scared of, is that I would come here and not fulfill
what you came here
what
to
I
do.
came here to do.
Yeah.
And I would in some way not take advantage of this opportunity, or, not make the most of it. And I would go home feeling like a failure.
How do you think that would have happened if it did happen?
What, the failure?
Yeah, like what would have had to happen for you
To fail.
sort of, feel like you haven't got the most out of it?
It's about probably how involved and how willing I am to be involved
Mm-hmm.
in just what's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be more and more involved. And it's difficult when you're moving around all the time and you don't speak, like when I moved here, I couldn't speak a word of French.
Yeah.
It's quite hard to get involved. And I think it's easy as well when you do things on your own to just stay in your little bubble, keep to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
which is good, and you need to practice that. But again, it's about the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to be super isolated, super lonely
Mm-hmm.
to get into yourself, but you also need to be really expressive and like look to immerse yourself in everything that's going on.
Yeah, sort of like be good at both extremes.
100%.
Yeah.
And the extreme you can be on both sides, I'd say the better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would you say that's like relevant in not all fields of life, but a lot of fields of life, sort of extremes? And yeah.
But extremes are good
Mm-hmm.
when you've got them on the both sides.
Yeah.
If it's just on one side, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's on both sides,
and knowing
and
when
you
to
also
utilize it.
Yeah, and you generally can follow a middle ground, but you can tap into either extreme when you need to.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I feel that's just such a superpower.
Yeah. In terms of living an extreme life, do you think you hear the phrase burning the candle at both ends.
Mm.
Do you think that is a true phrase? Do you think it's
No,
wise?
I think it depends. People are able to cope with different amounts of things.
Mm.
I mean, I don't think I live a super extreme life, so
Yeah.
maybe I'm not the best person to ask, but I think if people have will, it feeds them.
Yeah.
If people have that grit and that will and that just push to do and to do and to do and to keep moving, the candle just regenerates itself through that energy.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps some people maybe get burned at both ends and vanish into nothing, but that would only happen if they believed
It was going
to happen.
Yeah.
Or if they believe that this is how the process works.
Yeah.
If I do too much, I'm just going to crash.
Mm-hmm. I think Chris Williamson said, like, you only burn out if you're not getting enough actual proper rest. So say like you're living like a life of extremes, you're doing all this stuff, like productive and not productive, and then but you're not getting like enough rest. Say like you're working 15 hours a day, you're doing whatever else the rest of the day, as long as you're getting enough sleep and proper rest rather than just like coming home scrolling on TikTok for hours, and that's your rest. I feel like if you get sufficient proper deep rest, then that sort of helps you.
I agree, but I think rest also would have to
be mental as well as physical.
But honestly, I think like sometimes it's definitely not sustainable 365 days of the year, but there can be periods where I've had where I feel like I'm doing so much and I'm just go
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really have this time to rest. Like I'll come in and I'm on the laptop and then I'm like falling asleep and I'm waking up early, but I feel so energized because I'm like on my mission. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just
that gives you energy.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think you can definitely tap into that. Probably people can tap into it for shorter or longer periods of time, but at some point there does need to be a rest. There needs to be some sort of recalibration, just to like relax, let loose, and also just for the perspective. If you're so locked in, and it's just work, sometimes you become blind to like where you're actually going or what your goals were.
Mm-hmm.
Have you met them? Have you not? What could you be doing better? And I think time to reflect, analyze, and think is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say the season or the weather affects how productive you are, or how dialed in you are? Because I feel like a lot of the time during winter, I mean, maybe it's different living here because the weather's like consistently nice. Like it's winter now.
Yeah.
But like it's still, this is like probably British summer weather.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Literally.
So maybe it's different there. But I just feel like during the winter, I sometimes just don't have, maybe not the motivation, maybe that's not the right word, but I just don't feel as dialed in. But I wish it was sort of the opposite way. I wish I was like dialed in during the winter and then I'd sort of take my foot off the pedal a little bit during summer and enjoy it more.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely more dialed in winter.
Mm-hmm.
It's when it gets really warm and everyone's going out, like especially in England. As soon as it gets warm, everyone's just out.
Yeah.
No, everyone just forgets about everything. Everyone's just outside. I've certainly been more consistent in winter months, I would say, for sure. Because it gets summer and I get excited. And I want to go out and party and I want to book as many holidays as I can fit in and, you know.
So you're a winter arc type of gal?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so next up, actually, did you say what the like is there a scariest moment that like stands out where you're like, oh shit, like maybe like physical like danger?
Okay, physical danger that I felt in. I got approached by a man with a taser sword. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Taser sword.
So imagine, like a taser, and it's like zzz.
Yeah.
Imagine like a sword like this,
right?
Like a whole thing, and it's all taser.
But like, is there like something at the top to sort of like yeah?
I've never seen anything like it in my life. He was like banging on this shop. I heard something, and I was just walking around the corner, and he just like turns and like faces me, and he's like holding this thing, and he's like clicking it, so it's like going like.
So you're outside the shop.
Yeah. So imagine there's like a street here with a shop.
Yeah.
and I'm coming to here,
Mm-hmm.
and I turn right. So I'm hearing stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's just some hooligans.
Yeah,
It's all
some
right.
kids.
And this guy's like banging on the door, and I turn, and he just turns to me like this. He's like, ah. And I just go, bonsoir, and he just starts laughing at me.
What does
'cause
that
he's
mean,
like,
bonsoir?
He's like, good evening.
All right.
And he just starts laughing at me, and he runs across the road and starts like banging on.
What,
I think
another
this
door?
guy is just insane. This was just a crazy guy. But the initial, when he turned and faced me, and he was just like there as I turned the corner,
What were you thinking?
I just, you just freeze. I'm like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Another one was when I was sleeping on a beach in Greece, and I'm like wrapped up. I'm freezing cold, and I just see like torches. There was like maybe 4 torches.
Yeah.
And like I like peek through my little hammock thing, and there's just like 4 guys with torches like walking towards me, and I was like, this is it.
This is the end.
I'm getting trafficked, raped, dead. I'm just gonna. This is it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's 4 men.
Yeah.
Coming
Can't
at
do
me
anything.
in the middle of the night.
On the beach, there's no
on
one
the
else
beach,
there.
I'm like cold and tired. I'm like wrapped up in a hammock. Like I'm just so incapable. But they came to give me water. So it was okay. But yeah, in that
Lucky
moment,
escape.
yeah, I kind of met them. So I saw them coming, and I panicked.
What, you'd already like spotted them?
No, so I'm looking at them coming, and I start to panic, and then I unzip myself and get up, and I just start walking towards them because I'm like, just action. Do you know what I mean? You just got to do something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'll just go and say hello.
A lot of people would walk in the other direction.
Yeah.
What was the thought process to go towards them?
Honestly, no thought process. It was just like, right, here they are. So you got to get up and be like, just got to get up.
Yeah.
And just be ready for what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Not much time to think. But they ended up just giving me a bottle of water and making sure I was okay. So.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So they're the 2 that stands out.
They're the 2 that stands out, 100%.
Okay, next up. So I'm guessing that you've got some goals set for your life, things that you want to achieve.
Yeah.
Maybe you haven't written them down, but you've got them in your head.
Yeah.
Sort of things that you want out of life. If you could only achieve one of them,
okay,
what would it be and why?
I could only achieve one. It would be creating a loving big family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think it's so important, and any other goal without a loving family around you is just irrelevant.
Yeah.
It just becomes vacuous.
Lonely.
So yeah, 100%. I think I'd just create a family, birth children, have a little tribe, make them really cool. All my kids are going to be so cool. Like,
I feel
the
like
world is not ready for how cool my kids are going to be. I swear down.
Yeah. I feel like that's probably similar to mine. Do you know what I mean? Not just have a big family, because I do want a big family, but be the best dad possible. Do you know what I mean?
And like, it's a good family.
Yeah.
Where everyone, like, no bullshit.
Yeah.
None of this like crap. Just like, everyone loves each other. We're all open.
Yeah.
We're in touch. Everyone's like together, and we feel strong as a family. Because like I feel like I notice as well, people who are very confident in life, even from young ages, they always come from like a strong family where they've got that environment at home to express themselves and to even be challenged and be pushed and like, be supported, all of it. So I think that's really important.
Yeah. I feel like it's also like your kids and like whatever family they go on to create, that's sort of like the only thing that you're leaving behind.
Oh yeah.
When you're gone.
Your genes.
Yeah. Like
your biology.
Maybe some of your ideas or your creations might live on for a couple of years after you're gone. But
even then, like, no idea is original. So even if you're some guru who's like a grand sage of the age.
Yeah. I've never heard that phrase.
Have you not?
No.
So there's going to be someone else who said the exact same things as you. It's just at this particular time, people are listening to you. So I think the only thing you can actually leave behind is your genes.
Yeah. True. Books. But that's sort of ideas, isn't it?
It's just ideas. It's just words. It's just.
Yeah.
I mean,
Could you try and create a sentence right now that you don't think anyone will have ever said before
I
in
don't think
history?
that's possible.
Do you not? What if? How long do you reckon the sentence would have to be for that to be? Because if you said 1,000 words in one sentence,
Well, I don't think it would be a sentence. I think there's a limit on how many words is in a sentence.
it's another topic for another
It's
day.
another topic for
How
another
many
day.
words
Christ.
is in a sentence?
I don't think. Well, you probably could create a sentence that no one's ever said before.
But whether it would be an idea,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably would be a load of waffle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't be anything worth saying.
I get you.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's funny you should say that was your goal that you want to achieve, actually, because my next thing written down is about raising children.
Gosh. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think are sort of the most important things to do for your kids and teach them?
Well, if I had kids, I'd be more qualified. The closest I've been to a mother. I don't know. I've never been in like a mothery,
Maternal sort of
maternal
role.
vibe.
Yeah.
But if I just had to wing it, if I had a baby right
Yeah.
now, let's think. The most important things. Giving the child a certain level of independence.
Yeah. Which I think your mum's very good at.
Yeah, I think people from the earliest age possible need to be making their own decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the decisions are horrendous.
Yeah.
You just need to it has to come from them.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the consequences of this child's actions come back directly to them. And that's how you learn.
Yeah. There's obviously a line to that, though.
Obviously, of course,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But generally, as soon as my child's capable to think, I'm gonna be slowly getting them to make their own decisions about things and learn the consequences of those decisions.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some people don't even start practicing thinking for themselves until they're like 25.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All their parents make every decision. They choose what kind of education they're going to get. They choose what degree they should go for at uni. They put them on all these courses. And it's like the parent decides their life. And obviously it's good because, parents want to set their children up well. They want to, but I think if you get coddled too much and sheltered too much, it becomes where you can kind of be like, things in your life that don't go well, it's like, well, I didn't decide it. So you've become a victim and it's da-da-da. But making decisions and learning how to decide and learning how to think and learning how to do that for yourself, I think is so important. So I probably definitely want my child to be doing that from as early as possible.
Yeah. So when do you think that starts? You said when the child is old enough to think for itself. When do you think that process begins to happen?
Well, I'm sure it's widely documented, and it's a scientific fact that at age 7, there's a new kind of consciousness that comes to the child. I don't know. It would be based on the child, I guess.
Yeah.
What I was looking at in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
If they were a fucking genius at 2, I'd be like, well, crack on. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would just depend.
Yeah.
So I think making their own decisions, and I also think exposing children to many things is very beneficial. It's just more of that, you just get a wide perspective. You don't end up in some little box. You become very open-minded. So I think exposure and decision making.
How many kids, ideally,
would you have? Honestly, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me it would be 4. Obviously,
do you want an even number?
It's not even that. Obviously, it depends on what sort of financial situation you're in.
Okay, well, assume rich.
Right. Maybe 4+. That's it.
4+.
Yeah.
I say 5. That's an average, but I think having multiple boys and then multiple girls. Is nice. So each boy has another boy and each girl has another girl.
And they've also got the relationships between them.
Exactly. I think that's good.
Yeah. I feel like,
But like if I got the number 4 and it was like 3 girls and 1 boy, I'd be like, right, let's keep going
yeah,
to get a boy.
yeah,
So there's 2 boys.
yeah. What if, let's say, you had 6 kids, all boys? Would you keep going?
God, to be fair,
It's unlikely, but possible.
honestly, if I got to 6 and it was all boys, I'd probably be right. This is God's plan.
Yeah.
Like I'm just a mother of boys.
He's trying to
It's
tell me
fine.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Do you think there's any difference in how you should raise girls compared to boys?
Probably is because girls and boys are different.
Yeah.
So I would say yes.
Do you think we're sort of going away from that in modern culture? Sort of.
Yeah, I think so. I think, and I think it's disproportionately put kind of on girls to be able to be more like boys.
Rather than vice versa.
Yeah. So I think the world now, it's like, I think men and women we're different, but I think the world's trying to push us to be the same under the guise of like equality, which doesn't even exist. So
the camera just died there. We've had a little sandwich. Well, Mia has.
I've had a sandwich.
Yeah, nice little, what was it, cheese and...
Basically cheese and ham toasty, but with the ham, think of chorizo and rosette.
Did that have the flour on it?
The flour?
The flour. You know when we were in the shop yesterday?
Yeah, no flour.
No, is it not that one? I don't really like that sort of meat that much.
Bro.
Yeah, I like Parma ham, but not really like chorizo.
I like chorizo.
I like pepperoni on a pizza, but I just feel like it's quite like oily.
Is pepperoni chorizo? Really, isn't it?
It's basically
Basically
the same
chorizo,
thing,
yeah.
isn't it?
Sure.
I just feel like it's quite like, I couldn't have loads of it.
I feel like I could have a lot of it.
Do you know what I mean?
I could eat like chorizo, a whole sausage with like a block of manchego.
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 What's that cheese?
It's a cheese.
Yeah, this bloody fly's been around me the whole time.
Obsessed.
I know. Right, so where we're up to, talking about raising girls versus boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
So I would say there's going to be a different approach generally, considering it's a different gender.
Yeah. What would you say are like the biggest differences in how you'd raise them?
The biggest difference?
Or like multiple?
I think the thing that I would ideally hope to achieve would be the girls would be empowered in their femininity and the men in their masculinity.
Yeah.
And having like good expressions of both genders. But also that obviously the understanding of the opposite as well. And that's a good thing about having siblings and stuff, is like if girls are also growing up around boys and boys are growing up around girls, there becomes a greater understanding of the differences between the two and how to interact with the other gender, which is good.
Would you say, obviously, because you don't have, well, you've got a half sibling, but you didn't have a sibling growing up, do you think you sort of missed out on that? Or if you didn't miss out on it, why not?
I probably definitely missed out on things that, you know, you maybe have got, or other people who grew up with many siblings.
Yeah.
I certainly missed out on that, but I also then gained something in return because I was on my own.
Yeah.
So I learned how to entertain myself.
In terms of, let's say, like understanding men, I mean, I feel like it's easier.
I had you and Ed as well, and obviously you're in school and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I was raised in a house essentially with just all women, me and my mum.
Yeah.
So
the cat was a boy.
The cat was a boy, Jasper. R.I.P.
Yeah, but you did have me and Ed. I feel like, although like I only had a brother, like in the house, I feel like obviously like you, my mum, your mum, mama, like I was around a lot of women. Yeah. So I feel like I probably understood like how to get on with women, and like I've got a lot of like girl mates as well.
That's true, yeah.
So I feel like I always find it quite easy to sort of make friends with girls.
Yeah, that's
Do you know
nice.
what I mean?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. So sort of, we'll go on to our last topic.
Go on then.
It's on the topic of raising children,
Okay.
but more on sort of technology.
Okay.
So I think it was probably similar for you. I got like a flip phone,
Yeah.
but I think that was in like year 7. I think before
Okay.
then I didn't have a phone.
Yeah.
I had like a tablet. So I mean, obviously, it's not the same thing, but
I
it's
feel
still
like I remember you
still
getting
technology.
a tablet
The
for
Google
Christmas.
Nexus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
we had the
Mama's
DS
house.
as well. I don't know how old.
Was that
Well, just both of us.
when you got the tablet?
Around about. Where does that memory come from? Because I can't really remember when I got
I
it.
feel like maybe I don't remember it. I think I remember you opening them
Yeah.
in Mama's house.
Yeah,
So maybe like 8.
yeah. I loved that.
You loved the tablet.
Yeah, and the DS as well.
The
I feel
DS
like
is
I'd
good.
probably go DS over the tablet.
Okay.
Did you have a DS?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got an iPad in like year 7 or year 8.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was my first iPad. Maybe I got an iPod before.
I never had an iPod. Ed had one. I'd never really been that much into music. I mean, especially
Yeah.
as a kid.
Yeah.
So
But I remember having like a flip phone, and then I remember in year 7 I had like my BlackBerry.
yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
When was your first iPhone or whatever, like a smartphone?
I think I got my first iPhone was the iPhone 4, and I think I probably got that end of year 7 or year 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
I was the most of school I had an iPhone, but I remember having like a BlackBerry, and probably when I was grounded, got given like a flip phone to take into school as well.
Yeah. So in terms of bringing your own children up, would you do anything different to how you were raised?
Well,
or
we're gonna have to, because there's gonna be totally different world, really, isn't it?
But like, what would you say is sort of like the youngest that you'd give
technology?
Like different types of technology to children?
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be more essential now to start exposing kids to technology in obviously a very controlled way, because it's going to be it's technology now, it's inseparable to our life.
Mm-hmm.
So kids are going to need to know, first of all, how to use it, what it means, the role it plays in life, and so on. So I'd say like the kids are going to be introduced to technology from very young.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're going to grow up around it realistically by the time our kids are born. So it's just about, developing the right relationship and limiting the time. I think time outside for kids is so important. Using their imagination, not getting too much input, I think is important for kids, and letting them just output and output and output and create and create and create, rather than just sat being entertained.
Yeah.
I think entertaining themselves is the way forward. But I think technology it's here now. It's here to stay. So to raise a child now outside of technology, unless
it's almost impossible.
Yeah, unless you're like literally on a homestead.
Amish.
Yeah, like in the middle of nowhere, totally disconnected from the world, which I wouldn't want for my kids anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah, technology is going to play a big part, but it's just about finding the balance and making sure that they're getting the benefits rather than the downsides. So
yeah, I was very much an iPad kid as a child, which you probably know.
Yeah, but even now, like, I think boys are more iPad-y and more onto technology than girls, as a general rule. Like, all the computer nerds I know, they're all boys.
Yeah.
And like, some of my male friends, they'll have to like sit watching YouTube to eat food.
Yeah. I do that a lot, to be fair.
And honestly, I don't have one female friend that does that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that is. Maybe guys are just like...
I feel like I find when I'm watching stuff, I mean, I'm a slow eater anyway.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not that slow if, like, let's say I'm just on my own eating food, like I can get it down quite quick. But either like if I'm talking to people or watching something, that'll make me so much slower.
Yeah.
Just like get distracted. But I don't even know why that is, especially like watching stuff, like, because you can still watch stuff and like you can still eat the same pace.
Yeah, I think it's a bad habit though.
Yeah.
You just need to be focused on your meal.
Mm-hmm.
But why would you say that more boys are like techie than girls? Or like, obviously, first of all, there's more men in the technology field, which is, I guess, kind of understandable. But then I feel like the whole iPad kid thing, it's more of a boy thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know, it is strange because, like, I feel like the sort of not opposite, but sort of like going against being like indoors and like on a tablet or whatever the whole time is like going out and playing like outside, which like you'd probably associate more with boys. Do you know what I mean? So it's like interesting that like you'd sort of associate both more with lads. Or would you disagree that
I
like
wouldn't necessarily associate going out with boys.
no, like sort of like playing out, like more like physical activities, like sort of getting dirty, like in the mud or like playing sports, like
I don't think, but if girls play out, and I think generally when like girls play out, but it's just different. They're
yeah,
not as muddy, but they're still outside
yeah,
doing stuff. It might not be like fighting each other, but they
yeah,
definitely still go outside.
mm-hmm.
I mean, if I had to guess, I would say because girls are probably more interested in people,
Yeah, than
and
things.
boys are more interested in things and
Yeah,
objects.
yeah. Where
That's
I've
why
heard that
men
as well. I don't know where I heard
objectify.
that.
Huh?
I don't know where I heard that men are more interested in things and women are more interested in people.
I think that's probably widely known.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying I can't remember
Yeah.
where like I heard it.
But women are definitely more interested in people, I would say.
Yeah. I don't want my kids to be like iPad kids.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
it's a bit lame, really.
Yeah.
If I see someone like eating that food, watching,
Yeah.
the worst is when people put a mukbang on and
What,
then
to
start
eat
eating that
food?
meal. So
I've never been in that sort of.
So they'll watch someone else eat
Yeah.
loads of food while they're eating loads of food themselves,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
You're literally watching someone do what you're doing right
but
now.
it's just like it's just a next level of greed. It's like you can't just eat your food; like you have to like watch someone else devouring food as well.
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh.
Maybe it's because they're not happy with the food they're eating.
I think, I don't know. People just their minds can't sit still. Like
Yeah.
that's the downside of technology. That's the big one. There's no mindfulness
Yeah.
when there's constant like.
I feel like my
Distraction.
mind is quite like all the time,
On.
like constant thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. But
I feel like it's
I
a
can
positive
still-
and a negative.
yeah, it is. It's better than being like empty,
Yeah.
no thoughts.
Yeah.
But if you can just learn to like create a practice where you make time for mindfulness.
Mm-hmm. Do you meditate?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never really got into it.
Have you
I'd
tried?
Like the tiniest bit.
So like no.
So basically no.
So you should try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think's the best sort of way to get into it?
I don't even think like when people say meditation, I think it's sometimes
It's seen as like a bigger thing than it is.
100%. It's seen as like a task that you have to do, and it's like meditation can literally just like put your phone in the other room and just sit on your bed.
It's more like an absence of.
It's just hanging out with yourself.
Yeah.
And just like it's not about not thinking, or it's not about like trying to think about only one sort of thing. It's just like observing your thoughts and really just try and practice becoming the observer.
Yeah. Just
And
sort
you
of
just
exist
watch where
for
your
a
brain
while.
goes and just sit and just try and watch it for as long as possible. Even if sometimes you get sucked in to the flow of the thought and you're in this imaginary world.
Yeah.
If you try and remember to just come back and observe and just be able to be like reflect on what you've just thought about even. I think that's a really good practice.
Yeah.
But it's literally like you don't need to be sat like this with some music. You don't need to be led into a meditation.
Yeah.
These things can help for sure, but I think you can just sit and just do nothing.
Yeah.
Just go and sit on the floor and do nothing
Yeah.
for like half an hour. That's meditation. I know.
Yeah. So do you want to wrap it up there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a few more episodes with Mia.
We could do a series like the French
something.
Something
Still don't have a
about
title
France.
for the podcast.
No.
We'll see if I've thought of one by the time this is posted.
Yeah. Hopefully. Surely by the
Hope
time
so,
it's
yeah.
posted.
I've got
I mean,
I was going to say I've got a few ideas, but I don't really have any ideas right
well,
now.
currently it's just the Untitled Podcast.
The Untitled Podcast, which
Which
I
is
feel
a
like
good name.
could be a good name, but it might be a thing.
We'll see. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is the end for now.
It is.
I feel like the other episodes I'm probably going to post sort of like sandwich them in with like other guests rather than like posting all these ones
100%.
bang bang bang. How many more days am I here? Like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So there should be 4 or 5 overall probably.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've got a lot more to talk about.
It's a good start. This is the first thing you've ever done, so
Yeah.
I think it's gone pretty well.
Yeah.
All like given the situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Quite unprepared as well.
But like, look at that.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll look as good on camera, but
It's never gonna look as good on camera as it looks to our eyes. But these pink clouds,
yeah,
are incredible. And the sea and the colour, wow.
Yeah. The sea looked better yesterday, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
But still lovely.
Slush.
So yeah.
All right.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
À bientôt, as they say in French.